comme ya fanyi nyami ko man ko nda mo dollo ko nda la ya gade je dilafta wa tilan so then wa ko man na kenu ni kata ko kita min be jamma ko wala iba matka iba su yandele to man iba de ko isa furta ko ni won tembe ni la kara dola ma ko iba su yandele to man iba kun na ni won tembe ni okay aga wa comme dinin peut faje yen yamar minna wala mi ko jang masukunda to wala bijang ay na ta jang ko dani kanta mo kana tan tajang mo kana tinjang ay to ko
Okay, so Mr. Jain, what the interpreter is saying is that your answer should be in blocks, in short enough blocks for him to be able to interpret without us losing the message, right? So just if you can and speak slower as well. I would have been able to dialogue with you in Mandinka, but my Mandinka is very advanced, so. And also, we need to speak English for the record as well.
Okay. Upon arrival at the place, I was told this place it has government vehicles, government material, government property. So I should take care of this place, and that so that nothing goes missing. I should be able to be in charge of the place properly, so that nothing goes missing.
Alien Takadulani take care because Nico in Takadulani take a more killing all of more killing all. If you imita, who send a canat.
So that whether we are in government about police.
Yaloko Yapanya po. Yapanya po. Because Yapanya witness 1,000. So Yentol Yanaga Yelpon Doli, maybe in J4. Dulani masukuna tongole bijang alsa manangku putiaro kana kijang.
We were told that this is a government place, government property, and all the materials are on the government authority. Therefore, we should make sure that everything is intact and nothing goes missing.
Okay, for temole se you na rapanyo ko ni tongol bini bijang yede intently. So ayun ka pilosi ni pensana pili for pani pension na pilka yede intently.
That was the time I was told by the person who was in charge that everything has been accounted for and everything is written down as known so that nothing should go missing.
Utumola nakatandin na ko muto mi dejera ma fongola so means helicopter design ma fongola kata ku yango ni koma yo wol sama ni je pour oxygen la bari oxygen man na kenno ko man to ka moto yo ndo min be ku yango to.
It was at this time when I was told that the vehicles on the other park on the other end were meant to be auctioned, and the other ones were.
Nilbe kuyangoto, wallen yajani community, wallen alawo caravan jongo, nala mutulmi alanko dia amoka. I don't know how to translate amoka.
And the other ones were on a pavilion, or on the section. And they were being used by the former President Yahya Jammeh.
So, Jambol, Dry Mall, pretty cool, Papa. So, we don't have a station, we don't have a CJ. But after doing the some of them don't name Commissioner Dabo like a list, well, Commander PIA in
After having told what to do, I was stationed there. I sat down there. But I was not alone. I was with the commander canvassing unit, and we were working together, and we used to consult this order in whatever we are doing.
Okay,
that was how we sat down there.
You mentioned the name?
Yeah, Commander.
Commissioner Dabo.
Commissioner Dabo.
At the time, he was working at the PIA commander.
He was in charge of the PIU at Carnifing, that Commissioner Dabo.
Okay. So, from what you have said, is just reiterating what you had said before the break, that you were given custody of the MSA, and in addition to that, you were told that there are two categories of people.
comme yemin fo kay ba sey tan ka iba fo kan ne pata ke yemin fo comme yemin fo folo ko ye sama je le pour ye kanta moto sifa dum ko je pour ya metso da ya lo moto sifa da nyaaji le ye kanta.
And that there were two categories of people.
Moto sifa fulal le be no sakri.
The first identified by the government of the Gambia for auction.
Bolo wala moto mi alon ko Gambia man sakunda ya jibele ya ko kitia in sonta ka foko inyanta wol wanterlal.
And the second are the vehicles that were known to be the former president's vehicles.
Dol be je no wol mum moto le mi alon ko president mo bindo dum jang wol le tamu wol tin.
I believe I said they were known to be.
Mol ya alon tale ko president mo bindo dum jang wol le tamu wol tin.
Is that correct?
Oh, muto nyal bang.
That's right.
Yes, it is correct.
Ani tractor.
Ani tractor ko na be nungi.
Tractor.
Yeah. Now we are in the Anglo.
Okay. Okay, tractors were also there. One tractor.
Not one.
Okay, tractor Jamal Lebenunji.
I see. All right, so then there were three categories rather than two. There were tractors, there were vehicles that were known to be the former president, and there were vehicles that were set for auction by the government.
Okay, wato baga sifa tabale Benunji. Dolbe je mu tractor leti, dolbe je minu nyanta ka wanter, and dolbe je minu alon ko president mo tabu wolfi na kamini yiki.
Ni ata bagas panala ni wala woti bagas panala ni di.
When you come to that side, then there were four categories of material.
Brilliant. This is what we need to know from you.
And lafta kanyene long kabona ite bulbuli.
So ni ake nani nyawati.
Why? What made it form into four groups?
Imagine meal strategy. I think some of them, somewhat like attended. There was items.
There were a group that went there and we took them there and sold them some of those items.
Wo bagaso.
Please identify the group. Which group?
What group do you want?
Commercial group will mean nata ka planning system.
The commissioner that went there to investigate about the place.
Dili na ranya samod lato ngaten ni gal komin nyaro mi kede an bagaso ni inde ni je wolpe wati da an wolfano mo bagaso mi yalan ko gambe ka useless.
We saw him all those materials that were sold and the other ones that were being used by the former president.
Please, let's take it easy.
Domang.
You showed them items that were sold.
Yedoli kan ila mi yalan ko ya we wa fule.
Man bagaso tendika, bagaso tenije. Komin bagaso benin dami. Stoning kono ngaten de gala ko nim bagas amante wenin dami by time.
I told them that there were materials inside there, but some were no longer to be found there.
What kind of materials were they?
Mumpaga sifan le wolfi.
Nim bagaso mana manigolo ka fanyani wala mi comme like ni moto la masino tiatal. Masino bigeni yaman ko masino masin se tia yawanya ni ya dilipi ata stay samal.
These are materials that you can use to repair any vehicle or any engine that goes patcha. That is spoiled. Sorry for using that word.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Because I was just about to take objection.
Sorry.
And say that you did not interpret what brilliant
Sorry for
is
using
Mandinka.
that word.
That's fine. I've taken it. In all seriousness, I've taken it. Thank you for the interpretation. Were these materials or were they equipment?
You know, baga solem bang materials or equipment. Is that not the same? Material or baga solem bang so motorlem bang so musiba baga.
So there is no interpretation of equipment in Mandinka.
Well, it is so. Okay, jebon binyo to bolye ba. Mumpaga people.
Bagaso ni hafa ni ko ni moto tiata. machine on begin me along ko motor machine se tiya nyawanya ni ya bilije aka refill ayati kama.
This is a special machine that you can use to repair any other machine that goes that is damaged.
And that is what was missing.
So what the filter number?
Wall filter, I mean wall filter. Wall filter, I mean
they are the one they are the one that we are lost.
Are there names for these machines?
They yalong some like manikaton on tafonola because of rebolling block bigele machine and then welding machine bigele. And then it was just like I recommend like Karamungol and down.
It will be difficult to tell you how to call this machine in English. But then this was just like a workshop. In a workshop you can find so many machines and being used for different purposes.
Can we go through the purposes? I captured two.
So the first means saying canola, you must know ila dofu mu fully working.
Okay. In fact, headline no, but in be to open position but in Nungina water gate, Waleka Blogoni refill, Lindo, come like Modola Blongo, New Banta, Lindo Ka Kenole, New Tokodi. And second,
can we do it item per item?
It would be difficult to tell you what each of these machines would do. But then there are certain issues that I can describe to show you what it means. For example, when a knot is broken, you can use some of those machines to repair those knots, something like that.
Okay. You had mentioned a block refill. Can you expound on that?
I explained that block refill hands up for no but need those along for you motor understand it, Mondo water explain no better. Come like yellow motor ni alaborgo slipper la bala. So slipper is so capra. So now one out when I got in a motor not a meter, in charge aka CC bondi, wala abuka sembosoto. So but near the new machine akaki put. Okay, that would be difficult to explain. Only those who are mechanically minded may understand that. But to show you something, to tell you something about that, you can use that one to repair the engine. So some of these damages that may occur in an engine, you can use those machines at least to repair some parts of the engine of any machine.
All right. So there is a machine that helps with the rebuilding the engine. That's one. There is a welding machine, as you have mentioned. That's two. You mentioned a machine that helps to knot, helps in the knotting of screws.
Okay,
that's three.
Although the maybe machine see fast about or miss at the road, what it can know there. Mills welding chain or bulong topping or one, and you're topping or the jail. And you come in bulong capital machine of machine do for navigate this road machine bulong or moving and note. What people available to the machine shall be the one now to income by being normal again. Because machine was on use done. I mean, top blend, I don't know some people who know people. Top blend of a night at a machine from the beginning of another. So when you come by big normal, the machines are many and varied and they were used for different functions. We want to go into the nitty-gritty of all these machines, they would be difficult, but then these machines can do a lot as far as engines are concerned.
Can they do a lot as far as engines are concerned or as far as vehicles are concerned?
In machine it's the dog will come from a motor. So motor engine oil, of any other engine is open the
No.
Okay, repeat it.
Whether the machines are specifically for engine repair or for vehicle repair.
In machine oil, machine back or motor ring data.
Because among the machine because near the honey motor organso work at that. We are motor organso in machine for so machine for became along organso. I don't know whether I'll be organso on the fan. So in motor is more tempting. I like your own. You work on a client machine, you're going to be able to code.
These machines are many and varied, and that some of these machines can even build the organ of a car. So their functions are many, and it will be difficult to explain one after the other what each of these functions will be. Only. Yes. So we are able to understand English. If definitely you think you are comfortable in the language, English language. You said you are good in Mandinka, and that is what you want to speak. So we want you to speak by that. We can speak Mandinka. Don't worry about us. We will understand anything that you say as long as you have an interpreter. Okay? You speak by the rules. Speak the local language you think you are comfortable with, and then the interpreter can speak it from you and translate that to the English language that the country can hear. You will be able to understand anything that you say. Okay?
Okay, thank you. But sorry, there is a certain item. Item will be me along for. Because of my current money. So I don't know whether that was it.
There are certain items or names that I would not be able to explain in Mandinka. Because we know there are certain equipment in English which will be difficult or almost impossible to talk to explain in Mandinka.
Honorable Chair, I have a proposition that we take the break early, and perhaps we can deal with our administrative issues during the break. I have a suggestion, and I believe it's a good place for plan, so that we can come back and proceed with the testimony without interruption.
Fine. It's almost 2:15. We can take a break now. It's convenient for us to take a break.